In my role at Amalgam, I spend a lot of time with accountants and get to see their Excel skills firsthand. Let's just say sometimes there's something to be desired, and so I've created a series of videos here to kind of walk through those and different improvements that I can share with folks. One big one for me is the Ctrl D and Ctrl R, which allows you to copy over information without having to use the Ctrl C, Ctrl V, Ctrl X functionalities of copying and pasting. And then another adjacent one that's really helpful here, just navigating through data as part of this, is the Control and then your direction pad, or Ctrl Shift to highlight with your direction pad. So I've got a P&L here that I've run with Amalgam. I'll just run it real quick to refresh the data, and then I'll just show you some functionality. So I'm just going to click into any cell here, and the first thing I want to show is the Control and then direction. So I'm going to hit Control up. You can see it immediately brings me to the first row there, or the last in the set that has data. So Control down should take me all the way to the bottom. Control down, there we go. Control down again takes me to the last unpopulated cell. So you can see here, if I just said hello here on row 83, if I hit up, it'll take me to net income. Then it will take me all the way to the top. So Control down to the bottom, Control again to the next populated cell. So that's really helpful as I'm navigating. But then also I can do highlighting. So if I do Control Shift down, it'll hold everything. So it gets the control where I'm moving across, Control all across, Control Shift down, highlights everything. So that's really helpful here. When I have this guy, I've got a header. The other way you would do it is you would copy, and if you're not using your mouse, you'd go to the right, all the way down, and then go all the way up, Control Shift up to highlight it. But this is where I like to introduce the Ctrl D function. So if I go again, Control down all the way, I'm going to go over a couple. Now if I hit Control and Shift up, it'll highlight all of that. And then if I hit Control D, hold Control and hit D, it'll populate everything. So I have this little mapping formula that's an X lookup. It just populated all that. So I'll do it again for you. I'll highlight this and delete it. But if I go to the bottom of my set, Control Shift up, highlighted it, Control D, there you go. It just populated all that. And the same functionality works if you're going right to left. So you can see I've got all my months out here in this data set. Let's say I just wanted the whole first column to say 2025. I can do that. You've got it. It's obviously formatted. I'll change the format for us. We won't go through the shortcut for that. We'll just do it. No specific format. But if I hold Control and Shift and hit right, it'll highlight everything. I don't want the total, so I'll go back one. There you go. You can see there. Control Shift right, and then if I let off Control and just hold Shift one to the left, it'll highlight. It'll unhighlight total. So I'll do it again. Control Shift right, everything. Lift off of Control just to the left. There you go. Now the same way I did the Control D, which is everything down, Control R allows you to copy over everything to the right. So Control R. There you go. Just Control R'd it. A little bit simpler, a little bit cleaner. So I'll show you again. We'll highlight everything. I'll keep the total this time, or if I wanted to go out for a few others, I'm just holding Shift, hitting one at a time to the right. And I hit Control R. It'll highlight all those, or it'll copy over all those I have highlighted. So there you go. There's just a little introduction to the Control R, Control D functionalities, which I love. I think they're a little bit cleaner than the Control C, Control V, and then also being able to navigate data using Control and Shift and your direction pad.